Of course, mas gugustuhin po natin na maging mahinahon ang bawat Pilipino sa ganitong klaseng issue. Sana po ay malaman din po nila na ang pamahalaan at ng gobyerno ay tumutupad lamang sa ating batas. At may mga Pilipino rin naman po na nagreklamo, nag-file ng complaint laban sa dating Pangulong Duterte. Sana'y maging patas din po sila sa kanilang pananaw para po maibsan, no, ang anumang pwedeng kahinatnan ng kanilang gagawin. Pero siyempre po, kung hindi po sila magkakaroon at hindi sila magre-remit ng kanilang mga maaaring ipadala sa mga pamilya nila, hindi lamang po gobyerno maapektuhan, pati ang kanilang mga pamilya. So, sana po ay maging mahinahon tayo sa ganito mga klaseng issues.
Thank you po.
Sunod po mula kay Raquel Bayan, Radyo Pilipinas.
Yusek, good morning po. Yung Chinese Maritime Militia, nag-install na naman po sila ng floating barriers sa Bajo de Masinloc. Nakarating na po ba yun kay Pangulong Marcos? And ano po yung next move ng government para doon?
Actually po, nakausap po mismo natin si Commodore Triella at ang anumang operasyon na gagawin nila ay hindi po natin maaaring i-expose pero tiwala po tayo sa ating Coast Guard, sa ating sa DND po, sa kanilang magiging desisyon patungkol po dito.
And then Yusek, last 2023, pinag-utos po ni Pangulong Marcos yung pagtanggal ng mga floating barriers. Then before, should we expect the same po dito? So?
Wala pa po tayong nadidinig na may ganitong klaseng plano. Hintayin na lang po natin kung ano maaaring maging report at ano maaaring maging action po ng nasabing mga ahensya.
Alright. Yusek, baka pwede na lang po kayo makahingi ng update regarding dun sa sectoral meeting kanina with PBBM.
Kanina po ay nakipag-meeting po tayo para po doon sa mga housing projects at doon sa napakaganda pong mga proyekto po ng Department of Agriculture. So marami pong pabahay na pinaplano po at yung pong mga food hubs sa mga cold storage ay nakalinya na rin po yan. So yan po ay kumbaga kailangan po na maayos pati budget po sa lahat para po magampanan ng bawat ahensya yung kanilang mga proyekto para sa taong bayan.
Sunod na tanong po mula kay Maricel Halili, TV5.
Magandang hapon po. Yusek, kahapon nag-Facebook Live si Attorney Harry Roque and he mentioned a few points. Number one, he has once again reiterated his call for another people power revolution. Sabi niya there's nothing wrong with that because he was just asking for a peaceful gathering. Your thoughts on that?
Peaceful gathering? For what? For what? Anong purpose? When they can discuss this over YouTube channel nila, over social media accounts nila, and for what is that gathering? If they really for peace, why are they asking for the resignation of PBBM?
And another point, meron po siyang nasabi na during the time of former President Duterte, nagalit daw si First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos kasi hindi ibinigay kay PBBM yung position as Agriculture Secretary. Is there a truth to that?
Fake news? Fake news. Prove it.
So ibig sabihin, hindi nagkaroon ng discussion between former President Duterte and PBBM about a particular position during his time.
Patunayan niya po muna bago tayo magkomento.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sunod na tanong mula kay Rich Bon Quevedo, Daily Tribune.
Good afternoon po, Yusek.
Yes po.
Following the photo of the First Lady which went viral over the weekend for allegedly being edited, on Sunday evening she posted a new family photo like she usually does, and now netizens are pointing out naman po that it's President Marcos who is allegedly now edited in the photo. What is Malacanang's take on this since the photo po was posted on the First Lady's Facebook page?
Nakakatawa po. Una, sino po ba nagsabing edited? Di po ba kung sila yung nagsasabing edited, i-prove nila na edited? Nandun po ba sila sa okasyon? Kasama po ba sila doon? Noong mga araw na yun ay nandun pa sila sa nasabing venue? Kung sino nagsasabi na lahat ay edited, sila po magpakita ng ebidensya.
Follow-up lang po, Yusek. Is there any reports po na nakakarating sa inyo or kay President Marcos na they are being now targeted for fake news? Parang it's moving up na po in the family, to the family.
Sino po ang target?
The first family po, any members like President Marcos and the First Lady.
Ang tinatarget ng fake news?
May nakakarating na po ba sa inyo na they are being targeted? I mean,
Ever since, tinatarget na sila ng fake news. Hindi to bago. Simula nang hindi naging maayos ang pagtingin ni VP Sara sa pamilya Marcos, nag-start na po ang fake news.
thank you po, Yusek.
Follow-up question po mula kay Ivan Mayrina, GMA.
Yusek, is that an allegation that the fake news or whatever propaganda against the first family is being carried out by supporters of VP Sara? Kasi nabanggit nyo ho, since hindi na sila naging okay, saka po nagsimula yung pagta-target sa first family ng ganito mga negatibong posts.
There is this study made by Mr. Balbedina, a journalist. He made this study that there is this country with the network that really propagate negative news or info or misinformation specifically against the president and favoring the vice president. That's it.
And what do we make of that statement of yours, Yusek? Are we directly accusing the vice president or the Duterte family as being behind?
I am not accusing
Propaganda.
anybody, but a lot of people are propagating misinformation against the president and the country.
Yusek, nakakausap niyo ho ba ang Pangulo tungkol sa, or does he even read social media posts tungkol po sa current state of affairs right now as we speak, sa ngayon pong current political situation natin?
May mga pagkakataon na...
What are his thoughts on it?
nalalaman niya. Fake news ang iba. Ganon. Fake news. Kaya po tayo nandito para labanan yung mga fake news. Yan din po yung naging una nating naging trabaho. Kalabanin ang fake news.
But does he view this with concern, with sadness perhaps? Ano ho ang pakiramdam ng Pangulo sa estado ng social media sa ngayon?
In a way, he is slightly affected. So that's why they asked the PCO to do its job to counter fake news. Not only for himself, but for the country.